Dallas and do one of these rebuilds with them. And no, I don't think the Utah Jazz need a rebuild, need a retooling. They don't even really need to quote-unquote blow up the team. But in this video, we're going to have some fun and do that. And the star of the show, I think, is going to be Rudy Gobert, even though, again, I think him and Donovan Mitchell are actually a pretty great duo in the league today. Obviously, they've always been pretty successful. But they feel like they need to get over the top. And if there is a ceiling there for Utah, maybe picking up the group would be the best case scenario for the men. And again, that's just, it doesn't need to happen. But in this video, it's going to happen. We're going to trade Rudy Gobert, and we're going to see what we can do with this team. So again, like this video if you liked the video. And maybe next week I'll do an 82-0 challenge. Let me know what you guys think about that for the next video. Do an 82-0 challenge. Yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. That's always a very great thing to do as well. So, as you guys know, I kind of have a start today sort of thing going on. So this is going into the 2022 NBA season, the ending of the 2021 NBA season. And with this team, NBA draft, not really going to make or break for this team, but the thing that's really important about this NBA draft is that we can trade. And that's definitely what we're going to do. Look for Rudy Gobert, maybe even some of the other guys that are making really big money, like Mike Conley, Bogdanovich, maybe Jordan Clarkson. I don't know. We're going to have to see. You can even see here from the cap space that the Utah Jazz are using up for some of their players is pretty significant. So again, like, I'm going to try to do my best and see what I can do. But again, Gobert, definitely the guy I'm going to be looking for first, and then we can get to sort of the others of this team and see what we can do. And I think this team does have a lot of sort of tradable assets that can really get around the league pretty well, but obviously Gobert's the first one, and when taking a look around the league, you guys know in my rebuilds I really try to do some sort of realistic style of rebuilding, and of course, you know, getting Jalen Brown for Rudy Gobert, not super realistic. There are a couple ones like this one that look pretty nice here with Ben Simmons, as you can see, which would actually be kind of an interesting one, obviously, with the Brooklyn Nets probably losing the first round this year, maybe looking for something different, even though I know Ben Simmons didn't really, you know, play at all this year. Having a nice interior defender like Rudy Gobert, who can literally just be an interior defender, doesn't even really need the ball to keep out of KD or Kyrie, could be pretty nice for them. Getting even Sadiq Bey and Jeremy Graham would be amazing, but again, I don't think the business would do that. This one's actually probably the most intriguing one if you want to contend by also retooling with Pascal Siakam, but again, Toronto loves Pascal Siakam, especially this season. He did pretty well. Don't think that would really happen. So, man, for Portland, this would be kind of nice having Rudy Gobert with Damian Lillard. But again, I don't feel like that would really happen. So I think, yeah, the Ben Simmons trade, again, not super realistic, but for the trades that we got, makes the most sense. Both going to contenders, and Ben Simmons probably getting more of a chance to being, you know, at least what his potential could have been with the 76ers being instead of, you know, sort of the third option type of guy, but now being the second option guy who could even develop into, who knows, the first option, I don't know, but I think this does make a lot of sense for both teams, especially for the Nets, who definitely need a little bit of an upper for defense. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. I am going to be trying to looking for other trades for some of the other guys, and of course, the first one, like we were just talking about with Mike Conley, and you know, I could just make a fun trade and just trade Mike Conley for someone super random like Marcus Smart, which would be just absolutely insane for the Utah Jazz, or even someone like Melton would be really nice. But again, you guys know I don't really do fantasy style rebuilds all that much. I feel like those are too easy to do. Maybe I'll do one of those sometime soon, some type of fantasy style rebuild, but for realistic, not so much. So maybe I'll just eat his contract on the year and just see what happens, because I can see he has a team option, and so I can just, you know, see what happens this year, and then if anything sort of doesn't really turn out the way I want to, I can just really just have a reset next season with maybe some extra money here and there, or again, just try to find a trade mid-season. Could be kind of nice. And again, we do have some tradable assets like Alexander Walker, or even someone like Jordan Clarkson, who's gonna maybe find, you know, a new place. I don't know about his contract situation for next season, but we'll find that out when we get there. Oh, also someone, Bogdanovich, who is actually a pretty sort of key member of this Utah Jazz squad. I think his age range and also his cap space just really hurts this team. Knowing that Portland is trying to build a contender around Damian Lillard, having a player like Bogdanovich, trading him for maybe more of a raw player like Nasir Little, who just came off an injury, by the way, play. So maybe getting a more veteran guy will make Damian Lillard happy. I don't know. I would hate if that actually trade went down in real life, but for the Utah Jazz, that would be amazing. So that's why we're doing it. So for a starting center, I didn't really have a lot to work with. Again, we have a lot of cap space in a lot of different spaces, so I can only really afford Eubanks, who actually had a pretty good run there at the end of the season there for the Portland Trailblazers, signing multiple 10-day contracts. So that was pretty nice, and the bench kind of just fills out itself with some of the players who are already on the team. But yeah, I think our starting five is still pretty amazing with Ben Simmons at the 4, Donovan Mitchell, of course, Nazir Little can really develop into a high 80 overall player. But I think we need a little extra oomph. So after simulating a handful of games, I think we're like a month or two into the NBA season. And again, tradable assets with Alexander Walker, a second-round pick for a guy who's actually losing his starting center spot to Chet Holmgren, who the Spurs somehow got in the NBA draft. Maybe they jumped in the draft lottery. I don't really remember seeing that, but yeah, I think him wanting to be a starter somewhere, and I think he does deserve it. We're going to give him that opportunity. So, and also the Spurs getting a really, really, really high-value guy in Alexander Walker who could really contribute to that team and really be a good scorer for them. So I think, it's a win-win for both squads, and making room for Chet Holmgren while also making room for Jakob Poeltl. I think Jakob Poeltl on this team could be pretty good, and as you can see, it's doing okay. We're not really moving the needle at all. For some reason, the Kings are really good, which they always do in 2K for some reason, but we are the 5 seed, right behind the Dallas Mavericks, so not too shabby, I could say. There's the Spurs right there. The Lakers suck, like they always do in 2K, and what else? Oh, the Bulls. Oh, the Bulls don't have Zach LaVine anymore. Yikes, I would hate for that to happen in real life, but I don't think it will. And even teams like the Celtics are struggling, and the Nets are struggling for some reason. Like the Pacers are having a good season, like that's so weird, but obviously with them having Zach LaVine and a Tyrese Halliburton backcourt, that's overpowered as heck. So even the Wizards are doing well, which is really weird. Anyways, simulating the rest of, actually no, we're gonna take a look at the stats right now actually. So Donovan Mitchell, obviously our number 1 go-to guy, our scorer, and even Ben Simmons developing really well from an 86 to an 88. He's really bumping up his sort of play, his play style, the team chemistry, all working really well for Ben Simmons. He's someone who can really develop into a mid 90 overall type player if you do play him a lot, which again, a lot of people don't when they do have them on 2K. Well, when I say people, I mean like some of the computers that run teams don't really play him all that well. Mike Conley is definitely on the move after the season. I thought maybe he could sort of earn it, but he's just not really putting up the stats that I would really hope for. But everyone else really solid. I feel like this team is just, again, really solid, but not necessarily moving the needle at all. Luka Doncic, on the other hand, is moving the needle for the Mavericks, of course. 40-point, almost triple-double average for the year. He's broken in 2K. And hey, shout out to the Spurs. Chet Holmgren winning Rookie of the Year. You're all welcome for that. Colin Sexton, okay, 6th Man of the Year. Oh god, okay, yeah, Jonathan Isaac, not realistic. Oh, Taylor Tucker, Most Improved Player. These are actually not that bad of guesses for maybe even next season's award winners. That's pretty cool. Did we get anyone on an All-NBA team? I never do. I never get anyone on All-NBA teams. It's so annoying. Anyways, ironically, we are the 5th seed. Dallas is the 4th seed. Again, trying to, improve the team, I really just ended up in the same place, which isn't bad. Maybe it is sort of like a take a step back, take 2 steps forward type of ordeal. Maybe we didn't move forward at all with our sort of deals, but we did okay. I think I did a lot better than I thought we were going to, and I don't really think we have a sort of big 3 either, so maybe next season we can sort of build on that. We do end up taking team number 1, which is great. Dallas of course is another one of the 2K favorites of teams, which if you know, 2K really has its favorites, and Luka Doncic is a god on 2K Sim. So, oh yeah, we're already down 2-1. Let's at least try to go 2-2. Okay, well, okay. So being down 3-1, you guys know, I usually try to make some coaching changes, which I think the first one is definitely gonna put Ben Simmons on Luka Doncic. I gotta have Ben Simmons on Luka Doncic. I don't think the size of Mike Conley on Luka is gonna really help at all. So I'm gonna put Ben Simmons on Luka and see how that works out for us. Also, just tightening the rotation up a little bit more, giving the star guys a little bit more minutes since it's the playoffs. That is what happens. guys know I'll try to do a simcast and jump in if it really does get really close, but wait, no, we're pulling away. Yeah, there we go. Wait, 7-point game, 9-point game, 11. Oh yeah, okay, we win. Whew. God, that was close. And coach settings are something I try to not do a lot of, but like if it's something like that, like a first round outing when I feel like we have a better shot, I think I'm gonna try to do some sort of rotation. I think that would be something in real life I would at least hope that Quinn Snyder would know to do, is to put Ben Simmons on Luka Doncic, and also just to show you guys there's no funny business with my simulating settings, but make it past the first round. And honestly, that is a 1000% mission accomplished, at least in my eyes. Making it past the first round is great. We do have the Memphis Grizzlies now, which is definitely a very terrifying team. And again, a 2K favorite as well. A John Morant 2K favorite, Memphis Grizzlies 2K favorite. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose right here, aren't we? Oh, game 7. Okay, we'll do a simcast. Yeah, if it's close, we'll see what happens after this. Oh, it's a really close game. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the score. 150. 160. No shot. 163 to 145. That's insane. That is one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen on a 2K simulation. Ever. That's crazy. Ben Simmons and a bunch of players had over 20 points, which I don't think I've ever seen that ever. This might be actually the highest scoring game I've ever seen ever. This is a 300-point game. Wow. That's insanity. Well, I mean, hey, I'll take it. Mission accomplished. And we're now going up against the Pelicans in the conference finals, which I do like. Of course. We might have a shot here. We're down already a game. 2 games. Oh, come on, guys. Okay, 2-1. We're going up against Zion. Okay, 2-2. And also CJ. Brandon Ingram, 3-2. Do we lose here? That's going to be the question. Do we lose here? Yeah, Zion's actually out. Wait. Jared Butler playing 15 minutes was our top scorer. How did we win this game? That's insanity. And look at Ben Simmons has just the most ridiculous stat line I've ever seen right there with almost 20 assists. That's crazy. We do probably lose here. Okay. Wow, never mind. I was definitely not seeing that happen at all. Zion again leading for them, but Ingram not really doing a lot. He's averaging, well, actually kind of a regular sort of Brandon Ingram style, but wow, Zion on 94. Beating him, I definitely did not know that was going to happen. Jared Butler is playing out of his mind. He might take over Mike Conley's role next season from what he's doing right now, it seems. But we're in the finals, which I definitely did not see happening at all. It looks like Philly's going to be joining us, beating out the Boston Celtics. It doesn't look like any of these teams are a little bit different than what we are used to seeing them as. But we do take game 1. Oh my god, please don't tell me we're going to win a title in our first season. If we do, I'm actually going to be mad because I actually wanted to have like a coming up sort of with this team, not winning a championship in the first season. Okay, so 1-1 with the Sixers. We probably will lose, right? Yeah, 2-1. 3-1, yep, okay. Are we going to come back 3-1? I highly doubt it. Okay, there we go. If I'm being quite honest, I think we lose in the second round. I feel like I don't think we get past the Memphis Grizzlies, but we got lucky, which is kind of nice. As you can see here, this team does work in 2K, which is good. And this is a 2K rebuild, but I also kind of want to make it realistic, so that's why I didn't really want to win it all in the first season, because that's not really fun. You know what I mean? I want to see what we can do, what we can build with this team, and I think we have a good foundation. And in this off season, I think we should definitely build off of it, which we do, as you can see. Adding in Brandon Clark, who is a bench player for the Memphis Grizzlies. I think maybe wanting a starting role somewhere in the NBA, maybe that can be the sort of realistic reason on signing him. He is also a very high energetic player who plays very scrappy defensively as well, making Ben Simmons our new starting point guard, which I think is really great. I think no matter what, having Ben Simmons with the ball in his hand, passing, facilitating, getting the sort of the game plan rolling for the squad is going to be really helpful for this team. And yeah, I feel like the bench is pretty upside as possible with his team, and with the Warriors maybe looking for a more win-now-ready center, a center that maybe is more reliable, a center that hasn't been hurt all that much. I think I'm going to try to send a package to get James Wiseman, and I'm going to see if they accept it. Let's see. Oh my god, and they do. So now we also have a team that can grow for the future with a young-ish Ben Simmons and a young-ish Donovan Mitchell. Oh, as you can see, this is kind of maybe why they let Brandon Clark walk. They got Miles Turner in Memphis now, so that's probably why they let him walk. But and oh my god, Zach LaVine is back on Minnesota. Whoa. But yeah, I think Wiseman on this team can really get this team a big offensive push. Can be that big man center in the interior, but also be sort of a Rudy Gobert-ish style of defender. Not really though, but can at least give us a little bit more offense down in the paint there, which is kind of cool. And yeah, you know, a casual LeBron James team switch to the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, in the offseason, LeBron James signed with Detroit, leaving LA in the dust. LA did get Tyler Hero though, which is actually kind of a nice pickup, but holy cow, maybe the Detroit Pistons promised to draft Bronny. Maybe that's why they got him. That's wild. Taking a look at the scoring output for our team, our new big three is looking absolutely amazing, and I think this is what does push us over the edge right here. Having James Wiseman here is a nice pickup for us, I would say. And then the rest of the bench are just a bunch of scrappy, hard-working guys. If anything, I'll say maybe a little bit more scoring. Maybe it could have been nice, but I feel like Jordan Clarkson by himself, even at this age, would still be a pretty solid guy. So, Jason Tatum wins Rookie of the Year, which is kind of cool. Anthony Davis without LeBron James playing a fully healthy season, obviously with the simulation, is Defensive Player of the Year, which is kind of cool. And yeah, we went 60-22, having the best record in the NBA at the #1 seed. And we got Ben Simmons on an All-NBA team, thank God. Finally getting a guy on an All-NBA team. It's been a while since I've had that for someone that we've been trying to rebuild for a team. So yeah, #1 seed, not bad. I think our team is pretty great all around. Again, maybe in like another year or two, we could really build like another big dynasty, having James Wiseman maybe develop a little bit more. If he can't, I don't really know his upside in real life NBA terms, since again he has been hurt well, not so much, but you know, he's been hurt for quite some time. Hopefully he can sort of get over that. I feel like in 2K this simulation can really show that. We are going up against the Portland Trailblazers in the first round, which we kind of lucked out. I definitely did not want to go up against Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray, but here we are in the playoffs again. Let's see what we can do. I'm not too worried about this first round matchup. Again, we have Ben Simmons, who I could hope to try to cancel out Damian Lillard, but in the first game it doesn't look like that did any type of anything because we lost the first game of the playoffs. But I feel like we'll have some sort of return there. Portland, for some reason, when they got their draft pick this season, got Jaden Ivey, even though they already have Dame and also Anthony Simons. Kind of a weird pickup they did, but anyways, beating them 4-1, making it to the second round, going against the Pelicans again. We do have kind of an upset here with the Spurs, which at Holmgren. Again, you guys are welcome to giving them more room over there without having Jakob Poeltl. And then the Oklahoma City Thunder beating out the Timberwolves. Then we have Charlotte as the 1 seed, which is definitely did not see that coming at all. Then we have LeBron beating the Celtics, getting to the second round against his old team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's pretty exciting. Let's see, with the Pelicans, we lose game 1 again, winning game 2. I don't think the Pelicans signed or did anything different this time around, but it is a pretty close series, going 3-2. Come on. Thank you. Okay, conference finals. Oh. Wow, okay, so let's see who's on this Oklahoma City Thunder team. No one really different. Oh, they have that rookie. I have no idea how to pronounce that guy's name, but he's like the top #1 guy in the 2023 NBA draft class. He's sort of like the #1 guy who's sort of like a big man who can sort of do it all, kind of like I don't even know. I've only seen like highlights of him one time, and he looks really, really good, kind of like a raw player though. Then again, the #1 seeded team, the Charlotte Hornets, going against LeBron James's Detroit Pistons team with Cade Cunningham, and wow, they also have Bogdanovich on their team. Wow, that's kind of a good team. Hopefully we don't have to face them in the finals if we do make it past them. Quite honestly, not too worried about this team. Again, they do have SGA, which is definitely a guy we do have to look out for, but nothing I'm too afraid of. No offense to as well. I don't know why they have him shooting 30% on three, no idea, but his free throw percentage is still garbage. Oh, and the Pistons didn't make it past the Charlotte Hornets. That's pretty crazy. And again, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, like, I'm not too terrified again of this Charlotte Hornet team. I think we kind of lucked out, if I'm being completely honest. I think again with Ben Simmons against LaMelo Ball, I feel like we have a good shot at that. And it's not like they really have like a big time second option. I just want to call it Miles Bridges a second option, and we might be taking a title here in 5 games. Let's see with this simulation here going into the second half. We were down a little bit, but now we're back up, and we kind of have a nice blowout to end the series. Let's go. I know you guys like seeing at least some sort of simulation, so we're going to be taking a look at Utah winning their title, which is pretty sick. There it is, winning a title in the second season, and even the first season we probably could have had a shot there, but I'm actually very happy we did it in this one. You can see there Donovan Mitchell getting pretty emotional, going through all the ups and downs with this Utah team, finally bringing a title here to Utah, which I think is pretty sick. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys had a nice relaxing time. I'm really sorry for all the background noise in this video. It's very annoying, but you guys know I try and do my best. So if you guys like this video, make sure you do like the video. It's the best thing you can do for this channel, for this video, is liking the video. And you can see Ben Simmons are getting the Finals MVP, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, I think next video we're going to be doing is a 82-0 challenge. Let me know what you guys think about that idea, or maybe just another